Hare Krishna. Welcome to the COVID relief event for the devotees in Mayapur and Bangladesh. The pandemic is heavily affecting ISKCON devotee communities around the world as there is a lack of resources and access to medical equipment and facilities, especially for those in rural devotee communities. Over 7,000 devotee families in these affected areas, such as Mayapur and Bangladesh, are struggling to feed their families and take care of their families because of this dire situation. It is heart-wrenching to hear about the lack of basic items, loss of livelihoods, and loss of lives. Today's event will give us a chance to unite and help our fellow devotees.
These great times of need are also great times of opportunity for us to come together, to be there for each other. I sincerely request everyone, let us help in every and any way possible. As the servants of the servants of the servants of our beloved Lord. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
We all know, following the news and even seeing members of our own families and extended friends, this last year has been so difficult for everyone across the world, including the Vaishnava communities, with the impact of the COVID-19. Recently, as again we know in the news, and what we hear from our God brothers and God sisters and friends in India, things have been particularly difficult in South Asia, in Bangladesh, as well as in India. Recently, we were speaking with some of the leaders in Bangladesh, and we're told that things are so difficult there that many families don't even have food. And the government is not particularly inclined to helping the minority communities as much as possibly it could, and therefore it's essential that our communities reach out and help our own families. We're told there that $24 enables ISKCON to purchase foodstuffs, dal, rice, some cooking oil, and some potatoes, just the simplest of foods, to keep a family fed for 1 month. A simple meal, but enough to keep them alive. In Mayapur, devotees are reaching out with food for people in the entire region, prasadam for people in the region, and also enhancing their medical facilities in order to care for people that are sick. And we've seen some of the pictures and the videos from there. So we're asking devotees, especially in North America, but elsewhere in the world that may be tuning into this event, to please offer your prayers. Please keep the devotees in Mayapur and Bangladesh in your thoughts. Please pray to Lord Nrsimha and Lord Krishna to protect these wonderful devotees, and do what you can to help directly to support this effort. Sometimes we may think, well, Krishna consciousness, we know we're supposed to preach to people, we're supposed to bring them to Krishna consciousness, we're supposed to focus on their soul. But we also know that Krishna consciousness means caring for the soul as well as the mind as well as the body. And I'd like to just share a beautiful quote from Bhaktivinoda Thakur that talks about this. He wrote in his Tattva Sutra 35, "Those who think that devotion to God and kindness to the jivas are mutually different from each other and perform accordingly in their life, such persons will not be able to follow the devotional culture. Their performances are only a semblance of devotion." And he goes on, "Therefore, all the types of beneficence to others like kindness, friendliness, forgiveness, charity, respect, and so on are included in bhakti. The actions of respect, friendliness, and kindness are the very form of love, and the characteristic portion of bhakti. Charity of medicines, clothes, food, water, etc., shelter during adversities, teaching of academic and spiritual educations, etc., are the activities included in the devotional culture." So in this way, we ask all of us to do what we can to help our God brothers and God sisters and other people that are in these holy regions for us in Mayapur and Bangladesh. Thanks for joining us for this special event. We appreciate your support and your kindness. May Lord Krishna bless you and your families. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So by now all of you know how India has been affected and going through a very crisis period due to coronavirus, and our ISKCON Mayapur world headquarters, this area also many devotees and local people are affected by this coronavirus. So we have two challenges. One challenge is that we have to take care of our devotees who are affected by coronavirus. Not only our devotees, now many local people also have to take care of them, because there is no place in outside the hospitals. And the second thing is that no tourists now coming, visitors coming to Mayapur. So a lot of financial crisis also. At the same time, we have to help the local villages every day, providing them prasadam. During last year, 300,000 plates of prasadam was distributed, something like that. So in this crisis time, on behalf of Mayapur management, I would like to request devotees around the world, please extend your helping hand to Mayapur, so that we don't know how long this crisis will continue. Whatever it is, to take care of the present situation, we need help of all of you. Please help ISKCON Mayapur as much as you can do, so that we can treat devotees nicely. Few hundred devotees were affected by coronavirus, and also we lost few devotees, especially our dear Pankajangiri Prabhu also left body. The point is, last time during first wave of coronavirus, Mayapur management tried their best to do some fundraising and help the situation, and this year this has become so serious, situation has become so serious in Mayapur. Even the whole GBC body, they are worried for this, And I would like to thank GBC body on behalf of Mayapur management, that GBC body has come forward to help the situation here in Mayapur by raising funds from all over the world. And I request all of you, please, wherever you are, extend your helping hand by providing some fund, sending some fund to Mayapur in this crisis period. I am sure Mahaprabhu will be very happy because you are serving the devotees in Dham and Dhamvasis. So you will be blessed by Mahaprabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna says, Mad Bhakta Puja Bhyarika. The best kind of worship is worshiping my devotees. In other words, Krishna is saying that more important than worshiping me is to worship my devotees. And now we have an opportunity to do that. The devotees in Bangladesh and Mayapur are suffering due to lack of resources. Some of us have resources in other parts of the world and we can share them with our fellow devotees. And this is rightly done because we're one family. And by helping our own, who are members of the Sankirtan movement, we worship Krishna in the best possible way. I remember hearing about how when Srila Prabhupada was emaciated in his last days, and devotees would come to visit him, he would ask them, are you getting prasadam? Did you eat? He knew that they had come from a long distance to see him, and although Prabhupada himself was not eating, he had asked them, did you take prasadam? Are you well situated? This is the heart of a Vaishnava. Now we all have an opportunity to reach out to the devotees in our family who are not getting prasadam. The resources are scarce as they are, and now during the pandemic, it's very difficult. So let's join together in a one world effort to help the devotees in Mayapur and Bangladesh. Give to this project so that the devotees can have all the resources they need to get back on their feet, well situated, and have prasadam to honor and distribute to the people nearby them. Thank you very much for considering my request. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande Haribol.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I wanted to speak with you for a few moments about the condition and the situation in Mayapur, Bangladesh, as well as other parts of India. There are many people suffering right now. Some people are not even to get one hot meal in a day. That's the situation in Bangladesh.
Many families are suffering. And for one who's aspiring to be a devotee of the Lord, it's considered that we should try to feel others' suffering to be just like our own. So to show compassion for the suffering that's going on right now in Mayapur, Bangladesh, is a quality of a Vaishnava. These are holy places for us. The place of appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Bangladesh, so many of our great acharyas, the parents of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and many of his great devotees appeared in Bangladesh, many of his great associates. So if we could open our hearts to do something to try to help in this situation. Charity is meant to be given in a holy place. And at a time like this, a time of great suffering, so many people who are just trying to find the bare necessities of survival, some basic medical care, and even one hot meal in a day. This is essential. So please try to help and give what you can to this appeal for COVID relief for Mayapur and Bangladesh. Otherwise, where are our hearts? And where is our empathy? Where is our compassion? Please try to help and do what you can. Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
The entire world is going through a problem. Today's crisis prevails both inside and outside the hospitals. Frontline personnel are fighting endlessly to save people's lives, and people are fighting perpetually to find medicines, oxygen, food, and survive. There is a state of complete shutdown and despair. This is a constant battle the world has been fighting for now over 15 months. Of course, medicines, vaccines, so many different kinds of solutions the hospitals are trying to provide. But how do we save precious lives being lost to unemployment, leading to expansive hunger now? Let us understand the crisis humanity is facing and let us come together to perform seva. Seva in terms of both monetary and non-monetary aspects, which helps ISKCON's global efforts towards saving millions of lives across Mayapur and Bangladesh. Pray for this effort and perform your seva in whatever way possible. Devotees of ISKCON from across the world have come together with this seva bhav in these unprecedented times. A slight contribution will save lives. A $25 contribution, a $25 gift and contribution can provide a family of 4 with enough rice, dal, potatoes, and cooking oil for 1 meal a day for 1 month. I repeat, $25 contribution can provide for 1 meal a day for 1 month. Join the Maha Seva drive today and help us support Mayapur and Bangladesh in this time of COVID crisis.
My name is Bhakti Chaitanya Swami. I'm the chairperson of the executive committee of the GBC body. And today I'd like to help make you aware of a very important and unfortunate situation which is there in Srila Prabhupada's movement. That is that in Mayapur and Bangladesh, the devotees are struggling greatly due to the COVID situation. I don't need to tell you about COVID, but I don't know if you're aware that quite a number of devotees have passed away in Mayapur and in Bangladesh. Srila Prabhupada would say that Vrindavan's my home, Bombay is my office, Mayapur is my place of worship. So unfortunately today, Srila Prabhupada's place of worship, Sri Mayapur Dham, is under attack, you could say, from this terrible disease. And ISKCON Bangladesh, which is an extension really of ISKCON Mayapur, because Bangladesh is the place of residence and pastimes of many of the associates of Lord Chaitanya. So the same situation is there. So please come forward and help. Whatever assistance you're able to offer will be very carefully administered, taken care of, so everything is used properly to the greatest advantage to help the devotees. So I'm appealing to you on behalf of the GBC body, on behalf of the devotees in Mayapur Dham and Bangladesh, and on behalf of Srila Prabhupada himself. Please come forward and help, and you will receive mercy, no doubt. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Govinda Damodara Madhave, Govinda Damodara Madhave, Govinda Damodara Madhave. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Sakheti, Govinda Damodara. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Sakheti, Govinda Damodara Madhave, Govinda Damodara Madhave, Govinda Damodara Madhave. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Sakheti, Govinda Damodara Madhave.
The virus that is affecting all of India and many other parts of the world, we have an unprecedented occurrence of medical emergencies, and in addition, because of the financial constraints, the weather problems that have occurred in Bangladesh, we have mass starvation. So as devotees, when we hear about these particular events, catastrophes, our hearts should be affected. And the initial response we have, or the response that we have, should be, how can we help people? How can we help the devotees? And even how can we help people in general? We know that Srila Prabhupada, when he saw the children and the animals fighting for the leaf plate remnants of the devotees in Mayapur, started crying. And he made a statement that no one within a certain radius of the temple should ever go hungry. So that is the quality of a Vaishnava. Vaishnava is described as Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyevacha. Kripa Sindhu means a Vaishnava is an ocean of compassion, an ocean of mercy. A Vaishnava sees everyone as connected to himself through the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmana evanupashyati. Sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato navigigupshate, as the Upanishad says. So, therefore, it behooves us to do something about this crisis. And what can we do about this crisis? Both the medical crisis and the crisis of insufficient food for many of our devotees, congregational members in Bangladesh and in Mayapur. We can provide Lakshmi, money, to these devotees, and that's what this event is about. We want to raise the consciousness of worldwide ISKCON and of people in general worldwide, so that we can make a concerted effort and turn the tide and help these devotees. There are devotees in Bangladesh right now that are starving to death. Literally. This is not just figuratively. There are devotees in Bangladesh and Mayapur who are dying because of lack of proper medical care equipment. We must act immediately to help these people. So I'm asking everyone to do whatever they can do within their capacity to help the people in Mayapur, the devotees, the congregational members in Mayapur and in Bangladesh.
Dear devotees,
all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
I'm speaking to you from Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir.
I am speaking to you from Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir
And Sri Mayapur Dham.
and Sri Mayapur Dham.
As you know,
There's
a COVID-19 second wave in India.
There's a COVID-19 second wave in India.
And being in Mayapur, we are in a rural area.
Being in Mayapur, we are in a rural area.
And we're depending on pilgrims.
And we are depending on pilgrims.
But on the present situation, there's hardly any pilgrim.
But at the present situation, there's hardly any pilgrim.
And financially, we're in a very tight situation.
Naturally, we are in a very tight situation.
We want to provide help, care to all the Vaishnavas.
We want to provide help and care to all the Vaishnavas.
And even to the Dhamvasis.
And even to the Dhamvasis.
So at present
time,
over 100 devotees have tested positive.
Over 100 devotees are tested positive.
And but many are not taking the test because of financial restraints.
But many are not taking the test because of the financial restraints.
I want to subsidize the test, the medical care, the prasadam.
So we want to subsidize the test, the medical care and the prasadam.
So that we can save lives.
So that we can save lives.
And we can see that Prabhupada's care is provided.
And we can see that Srila Prabhupada's care is provided.
So this is a great opportunity for you to give some help. We want to provide oxygen.
We want to provide oxygen, medicines, prasadam
to the devotees
who need it.
We want to also test them.
We also want to test them
so that we can see who is spreading the disease.
So that we can see who is spreading the disease.
Who is free of the disease.
Who is free of the disease.
And that we need your help.
So for that we need your help.
So I'd like to thank you all.
So I would like to thank you all
for all the help.
In advance for all your help.
And this is a rare situation.
This is a rare situation.
So, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
O Lord Vishnudev, if you so desire, please protect all the devotees and the residents of Mayapur. Please protect all the devotees and the residents of Bangladesh. And O Lord, bless all the devotees, if you so desire, who are supporting these devotees in need. Hare Krishna.
उत्तर अमेरिका द्वीपे वर्जीनिया राज्ये ग्रामे वृंदावने गौरवदा संवत्सरे विक्रम मासे कृष्णपक्षे दशमी तिथौ उत्तर भाद्रपदा नक्षत्रे श्री शालग्राम शीला शिवो ब्राह्मण सन्निधौ श्री नृसिंहदेव उच्चार्थम विशेष यजमानस्य संपूर्ण मायापुर निवासी भक्तवृंद संपूर्ण बांग्लादेश निवासी भक्तवृंद श्रीमान जय कृष्णदास सद्य अनुराधारी दासी मून दासी श्रिया दासी श्रीमान मीरा दासी सद्य स्वानंद दास ब्राह्मणामुख अमितदासोहम समस्त भक्ताजनानां येषां सर्वरोगविनाशनार्थं सर्वकण्टकान्तनाशनार्थं श्री नृसिंहदेव कृपाप्राप्तं श्री राधावृन्दावनप्रत्यर्थं श्री गौरिकाप्रत्यर्थं श्री जगन्नाथस्वरवाहनप्रत्यर्थं श्री गिरिराजप्रत्यर्थं श्री गोपालनाथप्रत्यर्थं श्री नृसिंहदेव समस्त कृपाकटाक्ष अनुग्रहस्य श्री नृसिंहदेव प्रत्यर्थं श्री नृसिंहदेव ओमं वयं करिष्ये हरि ओम ओम तद्विष्णु परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूर्यः दीर्घतत्रारतं तद्विप्रशोभितन्नो नागरिकं प्रसन्नते विष्णोर्यः परमं पदम् ओम भूस्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ओम भूस्वाहा इदं अक्षतायदं नमः ओम स्वस्वाहा इदं नारायणायदं नमः ओम भूर्भुवस्वाहा इदं अनन्तायदं नमः हरि ओम सहस्रशेष पुरुषः सहस्राक्षसहस्रपात् सौम्यं विश्वतो विद्वा तत्ततिष्ठदसङ्गुलं स्वाहा इदं कृष्णाय नवदशविचार अतरस्त्राणि संहरसंहर मृत्युर्मोचय मोचय ओम नमो भगवते महासुदर्शनाय ओम ह्रीं ह्रूं चित्तेज्वालपरदाय सर्वदिक्शुक्लकराय ओम फट् परब्रह्मणे परं ज्योतिषे स्वाहा इदं सुदर्शनाय इदं नमः ओम नमो भगवते सुदर्शनाय ओम नमो भगवते महासुदर्शनाय महाचक्राय महाज्वालाय सर्वरोगप्रशमनाय कर्मबन्धविमोचनाय पादनिमस्त्रपर्यन्तं पादनितरोगान् पीडजनितरोगान् कृतजनितरोगान् पादसङ्करिपद्भवानादिकारोगान् नाप्रयनाशय प्रथमय आरोग्यं देहि ॐ सहस्रं फट् स्वाहा इदं सुदर्शनाय इदं नमः हरिः ओम् नृसिंहगौरं भक्षे प्रह्लादिनोदितं पुरा सर्वरक्षकरं पुण्यं सर्वपत्रवनाशनं स्वाहा इदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ सर्वसम्पत्करं च Prabham Lakshmani Gita Vamankam Vibhuti-Vipakam Swaha Idam Nrsimha Nama Om Sushubhujam Komalangam Sarnakundalasobikam Saradasobikoraskam Ratna-Kirudamudritam Swaha Idam Nrsimha Nama Om Taptakantana-Sankasam Sita-Nirmalavasasam Indra-Yasura-Mauristha-Svaran-Manikari-Kirihi Swaha Idam Nrsimha Nama Om Viranita-Parasandam Sankara-Chakra-Niretihi Udukmata-Chaganaya-Rishya-Mahamudam-Vidam Swaha Idam Nrsimha Nama Om Haritva-Samvadam Kristato-Kavadam Patet Singhom Vete-Pato Lokar-Sata-Sambhuva Swaha Idam Nrsimha
We are honored that you were all able to join us. Prayers and support are so crucial in this time of need, and you have done just that during today's program. As Jayapataka Swami has said, there is a need for funds to help support the relief efforts in Mayapur and Bangladesh. So please, send what you can. Every dollar, every $100 helps. May Lord Krishna bless you for your generosity.